Wow. Is that a car?
Yeah, shut up. It's supposed to be a spaceship. It's a car.
It looks like a car.
Why couldn't you get a real spaceship?
Because they didn't have the graphic in Canva that had a spaceship on it.
I'm being transported.
It says it right there. It says it's a car.
If only you knew somebody who's in graphic design.
I know 3 or 4 people in graphic design. A couple of them are here. Have they offered anything? No. Welcome everybody to Old Gray Bricks Thursday Night Live, and
cars included.
Thank you for joining us. We already have Andrew Sada in the chat. How you doing, man? We are here to be old men and complain about things right now, and we'll be doing that in a little bit. But let's take a quick spin around the room. Ant Bandit is here with us. It's been a little while since you've been here.
Yes.
Where you been at, man?
I've been all over. You can clearly see by my disheveled look here that I haven't taken much time to shave or do anything else besides work lately. So that's been kind of the big thing. But I went to Bricks Cascade in Portland, just got back, which was amazing. Just an awesome experience. Met a ton of people, amazing mocks. Hung out with a couple Lego masters, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. I was traveling with the Bricker Builds guys, so I did all their social content over the weekend, and but yeah, it's good to be back. I've got like a week or two of like just working on my own stuff. So I'm like working on Lego videos and Lego builds, and then I start on another Lego animation gig, which will be fun. So that'll take who knows how long, the next couple months of my life away. So
an official Lego gig.
Yes, yeah, that's another Lego stop motion gig. So I'll be starting that, I think, in like a week and a half from now is when it starts. So
good. So that's when you need me by the house to help. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We didn't discuss this. No,
we're gonna have Old Gray Bricks outside the windows and try to look through your windows and see what sets you have that we're not supposed to know exist.
Of course. This one, I will not be getting sets that are unreleased, so it will not be exciting. So, but you're welcome to come hang out outside my house, anyways.
All right, so you can probably tell us. Have you seen the animation thing for the new DeLorean? Did you see that little video that Lego did?
I have. I thought it was very well done. I really liked it.
It looked very Lego movie like to me.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the effects of the characters moving and stuff are like that. Do you have any insight on who made that or who did that?
I don't, but I know that a lot of the different marketing agencies or the CGI rendering videos that they do, they really try to make it look like stop motion, and it tricks a lot of people. And it bothers me because it was made in a computer. It's not stop motion, but yeah, it's still really well done. It looks really cool. So that's the main thing.
It's fake motion.
Exactly.
They're stirring in your tea. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, the computers are taking my job away, man.
I saw a thing on a thing one time where they took and put a thing on the What I'm really saying is they put the thing. Like when you move something and your thumbprints on it, and then you snake the picture. Yeah, they was putting thumbprints on the CGI when it was supposed to look.
Oh, like little imperfections and
yeah, you're fired. That's what I'm saying. You're fired.
Yeah, even Bricklink Studio, when you can actually turn on a setting when you're rendering, nicks and scratches, so that it actually dirties it up.
That's awesome.
I got that same setting.
Some people come in here with that setting on all the time.
Yeah, you'll have to forgive me. I haven't had a chance to freshen. Shut up, Adam.
Thanks, Julian. It's good to see you.
Amen.
Well, cool. So we on Monday we talked a little bit about with Jeff and Jeff about the difference in like Alabama versus Bricks Cascade. So you participated in both. You tell us your opinion.
Well, I was there with a vendor. I was with Bricker Build, so I wish that I could have done more of the attendee stuff. But I think Bricks Cascade was so full focused. It was very much. It was very well run. Like all of the displays were really cool. My thing that I noticed, there were so many collabs which was really cool. It was like everywhere you look, oh, there's another collab, there's another collab. So I thought that was amazing to see all of the community aspect. It felt very tight knit, very involved. Whereas at Alabama or other ones that I've been to, it felt very much like, here's your display and then here's mine. It was very mixed in.
I have a theory on that. Because prior to 2 years ago, people did collabs. I mean, people have done them for like forever, but I would say that we have seen a spike in collabs because one of the criteria for getting on Lego Masters is, have you built with somebody? What have you built with them? Yada, yada, yada. What do you guys do when you build together? It's this thing that, and there are a lot of talented people who I saw collabing with people that I normally never see them doing collaborations, but this is a way for them to have a teammate to be viable as a partner, or that they think they can get on because now they have a building partner versus just someone that they build and know kind of thing.
But Bricks Cascade was also not just 2 people collabing. It was like 20 people collabing.
Yeah, they were very large.
And those do happen. I mean, I know Brick World Chicago, Connor, in our lug, he does virtual lug collaborations at Chicago every year. And it's like they did this Princess Bride one that just still blows me away, how big and massive it was and how many people were involved with it. So I'm not saying that collabs don't happen, but I'm seeing a lot of high-profile builders doing collabs.
Do you think, though, that might also potentially be a consequence of people coming out of COVID and just being excited to work with other people?
Nope. I don't think so. I don't think so at all, because I don't see myself running over to your house for us to work on a modular together.
Well, that's because we already got rejected for Lego Masters. What's the point?
Well, no, but that's just it. I think that this is people thinking that because they never thought they would have a chance because they haven't done any collab work with anybody else. So I think this is them trying to do that to give a viable possibility of getting on Lego Masters. The thought being that they don't realize that, well, unless you meet a certain checkbox, you're not getting on anyway. But at least it gives them a fighting chance, I guess.
Yeah, the shortest route to being on Lego Masters is having a lot of drama or some theme that you can sell. It has nothing to do with your building partners or your building ability.
And personality.
Looking for characters. What kind of characters can you be?
Yeah.
You're the denim jacket team. Yeah.
Now, I still have my theory. I think I know one contestant for sure. And the young man is a great builder. So I hope he made it, and I hope he's doing well.
Thank you very much.
Currently shooting, so.
Yeah. Well, there's a guy at our church. He came to an event last week, and he came running in, and he goes, "Do you know they're shooting Lego Masters down in?" I'm like, "Yes, I know where it is." He goes, and then I'm like, "Wait, how do you know?" He says, "Oh, my company delivered the water for them." So he was super jazzed because he, I think, got a peek and saw the studio or something crazy like that, and he was just like blown away. So
you heard it here first, folks. They're getting water at this year's Lego Masters.
There you go. It's
you got it. Now you're gonna have to go
scoop.
Before we get too far into the conversation, I will say the one complaint about Bricks Cascade was the entire lack of Moonbase, and I am very disappointed to see there was not a single Moonbase there. So I'm thinking Brick World is when I'm going to bring some stuff to Chicago, and we need to make something of a Moonbase happen at Brick World, basically.
Oh, dude.
I think that we all need to collaborate and figure out what kind of a Moonbase that's going to look like. So.
Come on, Dana, you could do Moonbase all by yourself. Just pack everything in the car.
And like I said, if it's like 1-2 people, but they got to have like a lot to make it worthwhile. So I'm still thinking
the collab thing in Texas and the Brick Fiesta every year up until last year. That was always a trophy theme, so to speak, was a collab. So for down here, it's always been a pretty big deal. I mean, and usually each club comes together and does, because we had basically the 4 Texas clubs coming together. So
that's cool. And and it has to do with communication and people kind of putting.
Oh, it's tough. Yeah.
their own, like, I gotta build this, I mean, and build that kind of stuff. But the good thing is, and I don't know, Moonbase kind of faded out in its day. We brought it back, and it's here in the South really strong because we all participated in actively. And there's other areas where it is, but
and you do it well. I was blown away with what you guys had there.
It's a lot of fun, and we didn't have all our stuff. I mean, we could have gone like super big with it if other, because usually a lot of guys from Alabama join in, and we had a couple of them do it. But Peter usually has like a big addition to our Moonbase, and he had his amazing, lighted, awesome future city, and that was amazing. So he didn't participate in that, and I get it. If he'd have just put one connector on it, we could have snapped that on, and it would have been easy. So, all right. Well, we've had Jeff and Tim join us, so let's go and check on Tim. How is our Texan today?
I'm doing good. I've kind of been out of circulation for a while. I had to go to my daughters. We're getting ready for that grandbaby in May, so I went up and helped them get some stuff around.
Is this your first one?
Yeah, this first one. I'm excited, and we know it's a boy too. So sweet. I got a sidekick for my shows and all that, my videos and all that stuff. So
it's awesome, dude! Congratulations.
Thank you.
Anyway, what's up in your world, man?
Still talking to me?
Yeah. What's up in your world, bud?
Well, as far as Lego, we actually we got asked to do a museum display for the summer, and so I'm busy. I'm trying to take my Western Mountain part and turn it into a landscape. I'm going to build a picture frame, and try and fix it so it'll hang on the wall. So we'll see how that turns out. Actually, I think Moto is going to be part of it, and Dawn, they got asked to be. So it's going to be a pretty cool, pretty nice deal. So it's the art. I don't know. It's presenting it as art somehow, kind of like I can never pronounce that guy's name that does all the sculpture stuff that's been around for years, but I think kind of along the lines of that. But
Nathan Sawaya.
You're talking about Nathan Sawaya? Is that who you're talking about?
What's that?
Nathan Sawaya, is that who you're talking about?
Yeah, that's. But none of us are that caliber, I don't think so. Moto might be. I mean, I'm not sure what he's putting in, but
I can remember when Nathan Sawaya was just one of us coming to conventions and making statues and stuff, and then he did well making it popular and all that kind of stuff. He's a great guy, does great stuff. So I do remember him having a statue, and there was a debate whether there needed to be a leaf on a certain section of that statue or not. At that was 2006 Brick Fair or Brickfest or whatever. It was kind of funny, and it was kind of funny to go by and see if it was there or not. And then sometimes the leaf would just go other places in the convention hall and cover different things. It was very funny back in the day. So good deal. Julian, man, what's going on in your world, buddy? You're muted.
Hey there. Welcome. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
So yeah, I don't know. What's new? I've been selling on Whatnot.
Yeah, how's that going?
Pretty good. Running out of stock really fast.
Oh, okay. All right.
Having fun, having a good time with it.
You ain't selling them pink bricks, are you?
Why would I do that?
I don't know. I just asked.
I gotta here's what I don't think anybody knows. Once the castle's done, I'm gonna keep a when I say done, I mean where I'm never gonna build it again. I'm gonna keep some, but then donate all the rest to some kids' hospital or something.
Nice.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Not looking for
when you sell on Whatnot, do you think that you're getting like a comparable return for what you would get on eBay or other sites?
Funny you should say that. Certain things you get way more than you should.
Okay.
I sold a Scrooge McDuck, which Bricklink is $1.07. I sold it for $8.
Nice.
Okay.
But then classic Forestman couldn't get more than $10 for it.
Interesting.
So it's who's there buying.
Right.
Is honestly what it is. And the people that are there buying They know exactly what they want, and if you have it, they want it. Marvel, DC, Star Wars, and Lord of the Rings.
Cool.
And if you got that, they'll pay you a mint for it, no matter what it's worth on Bricklink or eBay.
We'll have to ask Jeff what the Inquisitor is going for on there. So
somebody said they saw it at 125.
Nice, cool deal. All right, what? Hey, what's on your shirt? Brick what?
That's cool. Bricktubers. It's a defunct online thing I did a few years ago with some friends.
I had a Bricktuber once. They took it out and
right. It was that big and it was never.
Van Winden is here. Van Winden also at Bricks Cascade this weekend. How you doing, man? Have you recovered?
Yeah, for the most part. Lots of walking that happened at the events, and I went for a walk today because I missed it, apparently. I don't know. And it was just beautiful outside, so I had to go. But yeah, it was... I just realized you can see I watched a YouTube video on this screen. Anyway, so I'm catching up on YouTube videos from last week still, too. So yeah, it was a good experience. It was different than any other event I've been at. A lot of the collaborations were done, I think, because they had their own Discord channel. Like they actually had a forum to talk to everybody on, and none of the other events I've been to have had that for many years. Like there hasn't been a forum type thing. And this Discord channel was an unofficial channel. It wasn't something that was run by the event. They were going to actually take it over, but it was run by people like Dave Morgan and stuff. Like, well, he wasn't the one running it, but he was one of the main participants on it, and they would throw around ideas like continuously. Like my phone was pinging on Discord continuously throughout the day, and it was always their chats going on about what they're building and what they're doing. And it was Bunkers, the Jurassic Park collab, a couple other ones I can't remember what they were, but I mean they just had so much stuff going on that it was like there was so much action on that channel. It's like I miss Lugnet days. It brought me back to that type thing.
Oh, cool.
Right. So, but yeah. So I mean, beyond that, I'm back at home doing some sorting. My face hanger made it back. It looks like mostly in one piece as well. After I strand wrapped the crap out of it in Portland. So it made it there with like only one piece broken, like physically broken, and then the other parts were just like assembled stuff. Cool. I'm used to that. Right? But I mean, in general, my what I brought wasn't worth. It didn't compare to what was there at all. Like, it was like substandard as far as I was concerned at that point. When you see what else other people had built, I think Jeff last on Monday that just the level of builds there was absolutely phenomenal. So
cool.
Yeah.
Cool deal. Yeah. All right. Glad you're home and safe. Let's find out, Jeff. Let's find out if Jeff's luggage found him. This Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
Did you get your luggage?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Was all your loot in your luggage?
Yeah.
Okay, good. How are you doing?
I'm all right. I've been building.
Let's see. Pixar doesn't happen.
Can't show it yet. It's for Brick Radio. I got the blessing of patron saint Greg Shaw to rekindle Tech West. So
yay!
I'm building a little western town with some sci-fi flair, and I've also been building space sets, the city space sets. Don was kind enough to buy me the lunar base as well as the giant spaceship.
Nice. So, it's very cool. So, hey, just remind everybody about Tech West and the revival that actually was there, because that was a pretty awesome story.
So I went there and I saw it was called like Science Fiction West, and I was like, what the hell is this? So I looked at it and I was like, these are all like Greg's designs, like the horses especially, and the stagecoach. And like I talked to the guy, and the guy was like, yeah, like 15, 20 years ago or whatever, there's this guy that introduced Tech West or Science Fiction Western or whatever. And I was like, you mean Greg? He's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, man. Like I'm sending him pictures of this now. And Greg was thrilled to death. Like he was very excited about it. And then when I told him that I was going to be
attempting that, he was like, "Whatever you need, just tell me." So
Cool.
he's a good person, great asset, and a great friend. So I'm happy to see that live on, in other people, and I'm happy to do it. So
Yeah, that was a very cool. Not a lot. I mean, a few people built Tech West, but Gil was masterful at it, and he had the whole. He had tons of builds and that kind of thing, and they were all great. So it's awesome that somebody still remembers that and is keeping that going. So that's amazing, super amazing. All right, Matt, what's up in your world? Are you muted? I think you're muted.
So we just finished watching the end of Lego Masters Season 3, which
from Australia.
We liked, Australia, which is available on Tubi in the United States. So if you have access to Tubi, you can watch it with commercials for free. Seasons 1, 2, and 3. So we just finished Season 2, and I'll be honest, it kind of like energized me to build, and so I came upstairs and I had this project that I had built one floor of like a year ago. And then I had other floors sketched in, but it was taking up all this room on my shelf in my build room.
Ooh.
That's so good.
I thought, you know what?
Wow.
I'm going to work on this thing. And basically in 2 days, I added the balcony and then the 2 stories. The back is just solid black. In fact, I basically wiped out all my black brick. So 1x and 2x, I have almost no black brick left. But it's okay. I mean, I've got most of it done. There's going to be a second balcony here that will connect through these Technic pins. And then I want to get some more trans-dark window panes up here. But one of the things that I did use are the new trans black satin in the glass. And it gives it, I don't know, I like it. It gives it kind of an old.
It looks dirty.
Looks dirty.
Yeah.
And then I threw in some of the green. The translucent
green.
green.
That's great. I love that. That's
So
having worked in a factory, that's what it looks like. So
yeah, I wish I could get the trans, satin black in these windows above it, but I don't think it's available in that size at this point. So I'm kind of crossing my fingers. Maybe at some point they'll either make this the green or the trans satin black, and I can add more of that. But it gives it that kind of worn look. I also chewed through almost all of my profile masonry style bricks in olive green. I think I've got like 25 left. But the hoarder in me was horrified that I was using them up. But the builder in me was like, well, dummy, that's why you had 200 and 300 of these things, so you could build a building with them. So there you go. It's mostly done. It needs a roof. And it needs another balcony, and I'm probably going to pull this out and put some Technic bricks so that I can connect these tubes into the wall. They're just hanging here loose right now, so these would automatically fall off if I drove this to the store, or drove this to a show. And so I do plan to throw this in the car when I go to Chicago in 3 months or so. I had both the inspiration of Lego Masters and the clock ticking in the back of my head that I have basically 90 days to finish some projects and get things ready for Brick World. And I don't want to wait to the last 2 weeks and then furiously be trying to stay up all night building things. I want to actually try to get some things done each month as we get closer and closer. So
what, you can do that?
I hear there are people who do that. They don't wait till the last minute.
I need to meet these people and then learn from them.
Right.
I'm not one.
Oh, here's one little feature that I worked in.
God, that looks so good.
It does look good, man.
I love that angle.
So there's these stair steps that come up, and then there's the cargo door side open.
That's awesome.
Nice.
You can load stuff in, and
Very nice.
What's that stickered part on the right below the stairs? What's that?
So this was one of Lego's many sad attempts to incorporate video, and you could build something, you could scan it into this app, and if you use this base plate, you could set things on it. And I parted out, I think I got the plates from the store. I can't even remember now what it was called. But But
Was that fusion stuff?
yeah, it was fusion. It was the fusion set. So you
Oh, I
got
remember
these.
that.
You had these graffiti plates, and I thought, well, this is a perfect occasion to use it. And obviously, I still have to brick in the sidewalk and put like a lamp post or fire hydrant or whatever I'm going to put on the street. But and it also has these. It's weird because I'm watching the camera and I can't actually see what I'm doing with my hand. There we go. And the doors open up, and as usual, there's nothing on the inside. Although I did put floors in, so there are floors.
Oh, that's progress.
Abandoned.
Yeah, I mean,
It
you
could
know, at
just
some
be
point I
abandoned.
could even put furniture in there, but I don't know. It's kind of crazy.
You could say
But
Matt just leveled up.
Hey. Can I just say you posted that, and I'm like, where in the heck fire did that come from all of a sudden? Because it was like you had nothing built, and I didn't know you were building that, and then all of a sudden you had that which looks finished, and it was like almost immediate.
So I posted on my Facebook feed and also on like some of the modular forums. I actually had the first floor done a year ago, and I was working on it, and it just kind of hit a spot where I wasn't inspired anymore, and so I just set it up on the shelf. And I had other things to build. There's no shortage of projects, half-finished projects sitting around my house. I still have like Bob's Burgers, and I still have like another San Juan building, and I've always got a couple things that are just sitting around not finished. And so it just sat up there. And now that our show season is done, I was going to bring up all of my buildings that I've been taking to shows, and parts have been falling off of them, and they need repair. They need some love. They need more storytelling. That's one of the things I took away from watching that Lego Master Australia Brickman on that show, is constantly encouraging people to up their game in the storytelling side. And so I thought, okay, I'm happy with my buildings. Let me work in some stories so that when I go to Chicago, I've got something interesting going on in front of the buildings. And so I want to work on that in the next 90 days. So that by the time I get up there, I don't have to think about, I've already got the whatever story element, it's already there, and I'm just sitting the stuff out in front of the buildings. And so,
hey Matthew, you know what else you can do? You can put things inside the buildings too.
You can do that.
Yeah, you know how you have windows in the buildings. If you put stuff that's visible through the windows, you can tell a story there.
And I would also like to at some point get some lights. But if I'm going to have lights in buildings, there needs to be an interior, and there need to be people inside them, because otherwise you're just going to see that they're empty. So I might not get the light part done by Brick World Chicago, but maybe in 2023. Oh, you have an emergency Lego alert.
Yes. Apparently,
Martin has cleaned out all of the bricks and pieces at the Lego store nearest to you.
Somebody did somebody just light up the ant signal in the sky? Or?
Yes, I must go.
Ant-Man is being paged by the ants.
It's just
He
the
pulls
it's
over
just
the black
logo
ant
just
with the
in
antenna
sky.
sign and goes running.
That's the Avengers Assemble signal, isn't it?
Hey, Bird, I've got your info. I'm just really lazy. I'll message you about it tonight. That's all. Sorry.
Yeah, I haven't acknowledged who's in the chat. Let me do that real quick. Moto is here. Big Screen Bird is here.
I got
Let's
to
see.
meet
Mayo
Moto at
is
Brick
here.
Cascade. That was fun.
Do I? Oh, yeah. You met him. Komakai Ken is here. Intense is here. Let me scroll back. TJ is here. Triple D Honey, hello. How are you? Axel Plate is here. Komakai Ken. Chris Campbell said he couldn't make it tonight. He's watching. He's over on the Facebook. So welcome. And if I missed you, I'm sorry, but welcome to the show. Glad you're here. Let's see, Mr. Sandlin. I believe you have a guest with you today.
Yes, we have Small Paul in the house tonight.
Small ball.
Oh,
I got my new Venom shirt.
yeah, I got him a Venom shirt.
That's nice. That's awesome.
Kaiju of the week.
So what are you
Needs
doing?
monster.
Okay, well, he's going to get his new thing.
Basically,
Oh, okay, yeah.
you didn't
Is
build
this a
it.
mech? Do we have a new small ball mech?
We traded in the Hidden Side Shrimp Shack at ATL Brick Co. last week, and Paul got this thing.
It's called Fire Fang. It's from the.
Yeah?
It's from the Lego Ninjago TV show on Netflix.
Mhm.
If you haven't watched it, please go. It has a very, very, very long tail. This is probably even longer than the water dragons.
It's pretty long.
It's like neck cobra things. Or wait, you've heard about that?
Yeah, well, TJ is a big Ninjago.
He is the king of Ninjago. So
Okay. He has his shell is made of fire, obviously. So everything about the thing is just fire.
So is he like burning himself all the time?
No, he's made of fire.
Oh,
His
do
back
you lick your finger and stick it on the snake and go? Tss,
did he eat too much spicy salsa?
probably. His tongue is fire.
That's true.
It's very cool.
Mm,
Super cool.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
So that's
There was a superhero that could light himself on fire.
oh, yeah, he got
in
both.
every generation, and he wasn't immune to his powers. It was great. Anyway,
Small Paul picked these out of the case as well. He wanted these.
I love
Nice. I love those sets.
And I bought the last year's ice cream truck set because Target had it marked down a little bit. And I built an ice cream shop to put in the City of Lanterns.
Yay!
Cool. Wow.
Can we see your expansion of the City of Lanterns?
Yes, let's travel over to the City of Lanterns for a moment.
We need theme music. Hang on, let me see if I got theme music for this. Hang on.
We do need theme music for. So dramatic.
It is. There it is.
He didn't take us with him.
this is.
Prepared.
I'm just glad it's not another graphic that will give us epilepsy. So thanks, Chris.
I've got those.
Oh my gosh.
So good.
Oh my gosh. It's so big.
It keeps growing.
Well, I finally got my January 26th Bricks order, and I was able to add another 24 stud section right there.
That bridge looks awesome. Is that new? The red bridge?
I built that a couple weeks ago.
It's really good.
But it's new to you, Adam.
That's
so
still
that's
based
all.
on the two original sets, or have you added a third set to that?
I bought 2 of the set for myself, and then the bridge and waterway below it is just stuff I built from my own parts. And then I bought Bricks and Pieces order that basically bags 1 and 2 from the set, just the parts from that, just to build the structure that goes underneath the buildings.
Nice. Yeah, I'm still trying to get my first one.
Yeah, a lot of folks are commenting on the city. It looks great. So that's super amazing. Super amazing. And we probably got like a week on the challenge, I think, for building the thing. So remind you to go to Mark's Instagram, and you can find this guide for building your own buildings for Monkey Punk, and do that and bring it on the show next week or show it to us. And you can even put the hashtag Monkey Punk on it, so we can find some examples of this. So if you want to build some Monkey Kid City lantern stuff with us, go ahead, because I've got mine, and I know a couple of us in the room have made theirs as well. So it's super awesome. I didn't know your Fleebnork shirt was green. That's awesome. What's that from?
Yeah, my Fleebnork shirt screen. Yeah, this cactus came with the Friends Street Food Market set, and it had a sign on it, and I took the sign and put it in my city. And I was sitting here looking at the cactus because it still had the bracket on there, so I just slapped a face on it. And I said, "Hey, it's Mr. Cactus."
Now we
I
have
bet he's
a
so
window
big.
into what you do when we're offline, and we're all scared now. So that's seriously awesome.
Every cacti is awesome. Every cacti will poke you in the butt.
Do you still? By the way, do you still have Bot Dog? Is that still on your shelves?
Bot Dog was never on my shelves. That belonged to Bruce.
That's right.
And then Ryan had Little Smokey that he built.
little smoky.
Those are good days. All right, let's go to Troubles Breaking. Dana, how are you today?
I'm good. How are all of you? Are we surviving from daylight savings time?
No,
we're not. And then also, I know because my compatriots and I share chats on this, the pollen is in full swing here in Georgia. So my sleep pattern completely out of whack. I woke up this morning at 6, was around for a 9:30 meeting, and then went back to sleep at around 11, and then woke up at 1. So I have no idea what's going on. I don't know what time it is anymore. But other than that, I've been sorting. So tonight is dark bluish gray. Last night was light bluish gray. I was trying to crack out some big colors at least once a night. The one thing I got exciting to show that I picked up this week was 3-in-1 Tiger from Target, $20 off or 20% off. So $10 off. So I get to build the tiger butt. I'm all excited about that. Tiger butt.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, you know what, Mark? Chris, I need to send you the picture of the at butt. Yes, I will send you the picture of the at butt. So,
did they ever notice, by the way?
Yes, he did, because when he posted a picture on his own page about having the the UCS at a town and Moonbase display, which was a little strange, but don't pun on the butt, but somebody took a little pink flower and put it right where the sphincter would be on the UCS AT-AT, and we left it there for the rest of the show. So I posted a picture on his page.
I didn't do it. I just suggested it. You did it.
I had no idea where it came from. So that's all I'm saying. Unfortunately, I can't share you the old gray brick set of the week because for some reason Chrome and Zoom are or not Zoom, but Chrome and StreamYard are flaking on me again, so I can't share my screen. However, I do have one other thing to share this week, and I'm really excited about this. I don't know if I can preface enough. It feels like one portion of my life and another portion of my life have come together into a marriage that I want to share with all of you. And Chris, this is going to be really special for you because this is going to come up more and more and more. And it's going to be like a thing that we're going to carry on in the future because we now have stuffed blue hands.
Oh, let me just say my opinion of that is this. You rock it. You just rock it.
When you showed in the pre-show that you had that new animation, I'm like, I know exactly where he's going to use that for the very first time.
What kind of unholy hand transplant did you perform on that?
Oh, this was basically like never doubt the value of 8th grade home economics sewing class when I had to make a stuffed animal cat, and I was able to take those skills and use them again to make Blue Hans in plush.
What you don't know is he actually made that from a real cat. But anyway.
Well, that's what happens in the nurse stays in there. So, but Blue Hans will go probably for sure to Chicago. I might even bring him to the meeting on Saturday. And then I still have his compatriot Franz to finish. And then maybe both Hans and Franz will make an appearance in Chicago.
That's nice. Good. I'm glad Hans and Franz will be together.
Hans and Franz will be there to brick you up.
So we should make a TikTok about that.
So I was going to try and do something clever and creative to bring this up tonight, but I thought, my sleep is all out of whack, pollen, time change. I'm like, screw it. I'm just going to show you. But I do have some ideas for some videos of taking a blue and a red and smashing them together and then coming up with Hans and Franz. So it'll be good. We can do that.
That's good. That is almost as good as this. So just quite.
Almost. Oh, it will be better in the long run. Let me tell you.
Hoopa is here. Hello.
So back to you. Let's talk about old gray lawns that we want to complain about.
My
lawn.
That's right. So that was this topic to talk about is what's something, and we have something current that this will be applicable to, but what is something that Lego has done really well, and then they said we're going to improve it, and they screwed it up? And we will get to it as we talk. Unhappy cactus. The new Bricks and Pieces is back open. From going from consumer side or whatever to not consumer side, but what am I trying to say? Customer service side to then merging that with the Pick a Brick online, and it is terrible. So we will talk about the issues with it. I mean, it's absolutely terrible. So, and that's why we have a new graphic today, because this is actually one of my favorite delivered lines from the Lego movie. Is he just wrecked it anyway? So, so anything else before we get to Bricks and Pieces? Something that Lego did and it was good, and they said they were going to improve it or change it, and they absolutely wrecked it. Anybody have a what?
Classic Space.
I mean,
at what point would they wreck it?
All the way along.
Big picture. I mean, Lego Ideas as a whole, I feel like has had some big misses, and they talk about improving that all the time, or they used to. And I feel like more and more people are unhappy with the platform itself, so that might be something else to throw into this.
Yeah, I mean, it used to be like you had like 6 designs make it to 10,000, and now it's like 87, and
yeah,
you might as well not make it. You got just about as good a chance and everything.
I don't know who this intense person is, but the accident's that way, buddy. Don't let the door take on the ass on the way back.
Get him.
He's in the realm of all those Noonan castle builders, so that all filters. There's something in the water down there. So
if you're younger than 30, your opinion doesn't matter. Just saying.
A potential wrecked it would be AFIL discount day, which is about to become AFIL gift with purchase day. It all depends on how great the gift with purchase is. Now, if the gift with purchase is fantastic and you can only get it as an AFIL, then fine, I won't complain. But if I look at the gift with purchase and I'm like, I'd rather have 15% off, I'm going to be complaining. Yeah.
Well, but so here's my thought on that. And I know we talked about this a little on Monday, but how often do we, I mean, granted, I know that this Saturday is the 15% off, and I do have a couple of sets that I'm going to go and pick up for 15% off. But one of the sets that I was going to pick up this weekend, the Tiger Butt, I was able to get at Target for 20% off. And I was talking to one of my Instagram buddies in Australia, and he said, I mean, he flat out said, he's like, for me, the only reason I ever go into the Lego, and there's aren't retail store, Lego retail stores, they're affiliate stores or however it is in Australia. Yeah. He's like, the only reason I ever go in there is for if there's a giveaway with purchase. I never go in there because I can get big box store discounts all year round. So I don't go in the Lego store. So to me, I'm like, actually, that's pretty accurate for a lot of people I know too. So,
I mean, the exception would be if you're going to buy the Cantina, you're not going to get a discount on Target.com or Walmart.com, but you will get VIP points. So if you time it for double VIP and a GWP, you can at least get 10% off at the Lego store as opposed to Target.
But even the 15% off on AFIL Day, you can't use for those bigger sets because they're excluded. Right. So again, it winds up being like, I mean, realistically, the reason that they bring out the Pick a Brick wall boxes for us on AFIL Day is because that's usually what we're going after, because that's what makes that 15% worthwhile. Because if it's a set, we're probably getting it somewhere else for cheaper.
Yeah, I just want to bring up that last gift with purchase, not the Jane Goodall one, but the car that was like the little. I mean, if it turns out being something like that, we riot. But like everything else, if it's good, I'm here for it. But
you didn't like the car.
I didn't like the car. The car was terrible.
Oh,
not that car.
Pretzel on it? Oh.
No.
The limousine. The taxi.
The colorful one with the wings on it.
Oh.
Yeah, that one. No, that was several before GWP. And that was horrible. Yeah, that was horrible. But
that one you had to spend like $200 for, and then the next one you only had to spend like $40, and you got this amazing little set. Yeah, I don't understand it.
That car had a name. It was Bruno. Enough said.
Speaking of cars, Speed Champions.
You think they've wrecked those?
So here's the thing. Speed Champion cars were 6 wide and they would fit in a Lego city. Lego comes out with a new road plate system for City because they're like, hey, use our system instead of your system. The Speed Champions, nah, those don't go there anymore because the roads are too narrow and the cars are too wide.
Changing the standard, and let's go to mini dolls. So we have this whole world built around minifigure scale, but now we have mini dolls which don't fit into the same scale. So at my house, they get tossed in a bag and they get listed on Bricklink because other than the hair, I don't care about the mini dolls. They don't.
You do a bit where you're like, you're getting tossed in a bag and you throw it.
I was like, it puts the lotion on or it gets put in the bag again.
Matt's got a bag full of dolls.
I'm not joking, ladies.
Holy shit.
That's a lot.
The thing about the mini dolls have been extremely popular in the market for which they were aimed, though. So.
I know, but they ruined it for me. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
Okay, can I just say, all Lego had to do was make that little mini doll a plate shorter, and they would have been the same height as a minifig. I am not
right?
sure. It's not that far off, but they are taller. You could have that all mixed and everything, but they just happen to be like a plate taller. And they could have made them a plate shorter, and it would have been okay.
And now we potentially might be getting mini dolls in sets with figs as well for the upcoming Jedi Starfighter, which I don't know if you guys have heard about, but there's a leak or a rumor that they're going to have the Kaminoan, the tall neck alien, be a friend's mini doll.
But that would fit the original content, though. I don't care about that. Wouldn't bother me.
I actually like that.
Yeah.
Because it's an alien, so I'm cool with that.
Yes,
that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, can we talk about
Belleville?
I mean, do we even bring Belleville into this conversation?
That's not.
You have a Belleville bag too. Oh my god!
I have a Belleville rabbit. I don't know where my Belleville baby is, and if it's running loose in the house, I'm kind of scared at the moment. But those things are freaky.
Lego Star Wars. Let's talk about Lego Star Wars.
There's a lot of wrecked it with Lego Star Wars.
So Lego Star Wars came out and everybody was like, all right, the Millennium Falcon, blah, 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 blah. Oh, look, the Death Star. That's a crazy set. Oh, man, Star Destroyers. My Lego boner is huge right now. Let's do this. Star Wars. By the way, you're not going to get any space. What? Yeah, this is space now. You mean Star Wars, the theme, instead of making up our own adventures with our own ships, our own characters. Yeah, here's this A-Wing for the 100th time. And I get it. Kids need A-Wings, and you might not be alive when those A-Wings were alive. We're out. But if you're a father, and you're a Lego guy, and you're a Star Wars guy, you have Star Wars Lego sets, you don't need to buy any more Star Wars Lego sets because the kids got it all already. Just throw them in the box. Who cares?
Yep, you're right.
Yep.
Although, I got to say, though, I'm fine with them bringing out re-releases because then it's a little less money that I need to feel like spending. What kills me is when they do like a really cool new figure that they put into this rehash set that they've done. And then I'm like, okay, now I got to freaking buy it.
Yeah,
let's
not even talk about Knights of the Old Republic and those ships that came out because those were amazing. And if you want to buy them in the secondary market, congratulations. Here's where you sign for your second mortgage. The loan shark's over there, and the guy at the Italian restaurant in the seedy part of town, he's ready to take your credit. Don't worry. Also, Dobby is very upset. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Dobby on this discussion. He's very irritable.
I mean, as someone who worked in the store, a family comes in and they want to buy Yoda. And if you don't have Yoda on the shelves, then they walk out sometimes. I mean, it's perfectly logical for me to see them keep TIE fighters and X-Wings and land speeders, which I don't need another land speeder. But the 7-year-old that comes in that wants a land speeder wants to buy a land speeder that day. It makes perfect sense to me why they keep rolling these things out. I mean, it's like there's a zillion city fire stations and police stations.
Perfection.
Why
did we make more?
But Lego, Lego is not a business for toy collectors. It's a business for kids who want to build things. So it's perfectly rational. I don't care as long as I get my Cantina and my UCS Republic gunship. They can make those things as many times as they want to, as long as they make big, awesome toys for 50-year-old kids like me. I'm happy.
I agree.
Nobody likes your logic, Matt. Shut up.
We want our space that thing. All right.
Well, I mean, and I think this is kind of where I'm saying is like, I'm reaching a point now where I'm like, I'm at saturation level of Star Wars sets where if they come out, I mean, I'm like in a love-hate relationship that they're bringing out these cool sets because of the new shows, Mandalorian. I mean, Laura knows what's going to come out with when they do the Ahsoka Tano and Obi-Wan, and we're going to get some cool sets. I'm like, man, those are more sets I'm probably going to want to buy. Where if they come out with another X-Wing, I'm like, it's another X-Wing. It's another TIE Fighter. I'm cool.
See,
I'll let those kids buy it.
That's what I'm cool with. Like, I've purchased every Mandalorian set that's come out. And I do not regret a single moment of it because it's not the same old, and like, that's what I like about it. And it's like what, Dana was just saying. I agree fully. I'm worried about the Obi-Wan show because, desert playset with whatever bad guys or like Coruscant night playset with whatever random Inquisitor and Jedi. Who the hell knows what's going to happen there? But
you're probably dead on right there. They're gonna all be small little sets because there's no big spaceship that they've shown.
What about the Inquisitor ship?
We've gotten them before. Maybe it'll be a rehash.
There will be no spaceships. It'll just be Obi-Wan counting grains of sand in his hut. I mean, nothing will happen. I'm sure there'll be no action sequences, no spaceships, no laser beams.
I'm hoping we get a Coruscant underworld set or something like that. That'll be cool.
All I know is that I bought that stupid Luke Skywalker set. And I was like, there's only 3 droids. And then Howie ran something on Whatnot, and he was auctioning off like 6 of them. And I was like, well, those are mine now, I guess. Damn it. So now Luke is fighting a good number of droids.
It's just going to be 8 episodes of him sitting on a sand dune going, well, he's going to Tashi Station again.
He goes to Tashi Station a lot. What the hell's going on?
Don't we have enough power converters?
And if you've ever seen Robot Chicken, you know what the power converters are. So it's hilariously funny.
I mean, you never have enough power converters.
Anything else before we just drop, the big hate of the day?
Superheroes. They ruined superheroes.
Oh.
So back in the day, if you were a creative child, you would make your own goddamn Lego Batman and your own Lego Robin. But now, though, if you don't have the right cowl and the right cape and the right yada yada, that robs creativity. I remember entering a county fair when I was a tyke with a Lego Batcave. I remember winning first place because it was a Lego Batcave with my own creations. Now all I have to do is go to a store and go, I want this Batmobile. That's dumb.
You can say that about Lego in general doing any licensed theme.
See, Dana basically just got what I was saying this whole time, that I don't like licenses as much as everyone else, but I still buy them because I'm a sap.
And sir, let me show you Lego Classic.
Actually, no, Jeff is saying, and sir, let me show you my online auction where you can buy all these parts.
7:00 on Tuesdays.
There it is.
I want to know why I should be hating the new Bricks and Pieces model though, because I've seen the frustration, but I haven't heard the argument for it. So I am very interested to hear.
I'm curious about this too, because I'm reserving that. So let's go down that path.
All right. Well,
Chris, are you just yelling at the cloud right now? Is that what's happening?
To what?
Are you just old man yells at cloud right now?
Yes, I am. All right. So, when Bricks and Pieces, and this is my opinion, and I'll pontificate, and then y'all can join in. So, when Bricks and Pieces came out, it was kind of this secret thing that people kind of slowly discovered, that you could go to the customer service website and you could put in any set and buy bricks, and it was a way to get not exactly cheaper than Bricklink, but then some of the new molds they were, and you could get them in bulk, and it was $2.95 shipping for your whatever. You could have bought a whole car made out of Lego, $2.95. They ship it to you, and that service went on. It got more popular and everything, but you could buy bricks and new pieces and stuff before they came out, and get rare pieces in bulk. Anyway. And you could use your VIP points to pay for it. If you had some, you couldn't earn VIP points. So then they said they were going to merge it with the current Bricks and Pieces or Pick a Brick online. And when they did, part of it is they're moving some of that operation to America, to Chicago, so they can have a distribution center there. So now when you pull up a set, you will have bricks that are listed as best sellers. And then they have the rest of the brick. If you then start to order, the best sellers come from Chicago, and they've upped the shipping price, not from Billund now, from Chicago is like $3 or $4. I can't remember what it is. But if you buy any of the other bricks that are not best sellers, they're coming from Denmark, just like the old, and it's like $9 to ship.
But
and your order splits all that up.
But $9 to ship as long as it's under, if it's under like $18 or whatever, and after that you don't pay. So there is a minimum that you have to spend in order to get free shipping.
So if you're a serious Bricks and Pieces fans, you just buy more parts.
Yeah.
Because when was the last time I ordered a Bricks and Pieces order that was under $40?
Never.
But
the other thing though is, in like pulling up the new space sets, there are no new molds available. All of the 2022 and some of the 2021 brand new molds, the reason we're going to get those parts, are out. They're totally gone. So in my opinion, they wrecked it. They totally wrecked it. All right, that's my opinion. What are yours?
Do you think they're going to be adding those?
Yes.
Or
they'll be adding them. You just have to be patient. So
where
are
they? They had them. They're sitting in bins.
I just want to point out
one day they had them. I ordered the day before they shut down, and now they don't. Right there. Do you see those? They don't have those anymore.
Absolutely. They still have them sitting in the factory. It's a programming thing. It's not a supply issue.
Let me tell you a little bit about technology, Chris.
Yes. So
you want to tell me about Lego technology right now? Is that your defense? Because bring it.
And I'm gonna venture that if you called customer service and said, I want to order Teal Track, you could probably place an order and it would be shipped to your house, because moi called up and ordered 10 elephant bodies because I heard that they were available, not listed, but if you called, and I got 10 elephant heads and 10 elephant bodies, and they're on their way. They already cleared it, and it's going to ship.
Wait. We don't want human interaction. We want to hit buttons and pay with credit card. That's it. Yeah, that's what
so on the plus side, when they ramp up Chicago, it'll be kind of nice not to have to wait 6 weeks to get your order, which late last year, the shipping times from Billund were absurdly fast, but that is not normal. And as a veteran who probably spent $1,000 last year on Bricks and Pieces, I'm used to waiting. And so the idea that if I have a project, like I need some more olive bricks for the building behind me, and I can go to the popular side of the website and order and get them in 5 days, that would be fantastic. So I think eventually there will be some pluses. Having been a Lego employee, they roll a lot of things out, and then they do a lot of, okay, what's working, what's not working. The one thing I'll say about having worked for Lego is that they do constantly self-monitor, and they do talk about what customers say. They don't always do what customers want, but they at least monitor. And so over on the Discord, one of the guys who was on the team that's doing that is commenting and telling us, well, yeah, right now you can't buy 2022 parts, but we'll get around to that. And yeah, right now you can't sort parts, sort by price, but we'll fix that. So they're aware that there's a bunch of stuff that's not working. And let's just say I'm very glad that I placed orders in January and February and early March, and I ordered all the new parts and all the new colors that I wanted. So I'm not sitting here going, I can't get that new piece. Eventually they'll go up and I can order new parts and new colors. And my bank account is probably thankful right now because, I can't go on there and drop $80 on a parts order. That's probably a healthy thing for my bank account, at least.
Lego to my bank account. Yes, right there. Email.
In the worst case, if you really want new colors, there's this cool website called Brickina that breaks down new sets, and you can get new sets and new parts, and they ship from Germany for $20.
Meredith just sat up wherever she was, went Burkina, and that light went on, and she's running to the Burkina mobile, I guess.
Here's my question. Here's my question to people, because I'm not sure about this. So the new model, does it not have more pieces available than the old model?
Not currently.
Not
Not
currently,
yet.
even with the so okay. So 'cause
Not
I
yet.
thought that the bricks and pieces model was mostly for sets that were currently out or replacement parts plus some extras. I thought that the new model, I thought it was like, oh no, we're throwing a whole bunch of stuff on there.
So the
Okay.
old Pick-a-Brick was fairly plain Jane parts, but they were
Right.
usually cheap. And the Pick-a-Brick was more expensive, but basically every part that wasn't a licensed, so you couldn't get like Star Wars heads and torsos,
Right.
something that wasn't specifically a licensed property, unless they just sold out of it, you could buy it. So you could get a lot more stuff, but it came from Billin. You had to wait a month.
Mhm.
And the parts weren't as cheap as they were on online Pick-a-Brick. So the idea is they're merging the two. Some things got cheaper, some things got more expensive. It just depends on what part. It wasn't a uniform shift one direction or the other. There were some things that did drop in price. So
there are many AFOLs that have thousands of gold lacquered bananas that were like a cent a piece, something crazy like that. That they benefited from it and everything. So Matt's got them nearby. Where are they? Show us, Matt.
Oh my gosh.
Gold. I got those windows for 6
if
cents.
anybody needs some gold lacquered radar dishes, just talk to me.
Yeah. I need them.
And that's the weird thing. I mean, that's just a human error. Somebody keyed in something incorrectly, and nobody noticed it until an AFOL down the road is like, "Hey, let me order 1,000 of these because if I sell 4 of them, I've made up for the entire 1,000 I bought."
Yeah.
I'm just sad I didn't order more of the Nexo shields in lacquer in the gold ink color, because it's pretty fantastic.
I am curious about the timing of all of this, and obviously I feel like we might be seeing a shift after Lego purchasing Bricklink to them trying to move more of this service towards Lego, like people looking to buy parts in bulk. They're obviously using that data from all those Bricklink stores they've gathered to apply to their service now. I wonder how that affects.
Well,
the
and
whole
I
landscape
hate
for
to bring up Kevin Hinkle, but he would talk about the fact that Lego's statement was, "We are not in the business of selling bricks. We are in the business of selling sets." So no matter how many AFOLs beat them over the head about, "Hey, I want to buy bricks." No, we sell sets. So I think you're right in the fact that when they finally bought Bricklink and saw how much was being bought through Bricklink, I mean, we all know we're all junkies for Bricklink because we couldn't.
Dan, I don't know what you're talking about. Also, my speakers are on.
Anyway,
I would.
So the fact that you're right, they do have that data. They do realize, oh, hey, I guess that thing they've been telling us about for probably 20 years that people want to buy bricks, maybe we should make that easier for them. So I think that's why we're seeing them take bricks and pieces and Pick-a-Brick and merging them together and giving us the ability to do that, because you couldn't order more than 1,000 or more than 200 pieces on bricks and pieces, but on Pick-a-Brick you could order 9,000. So, having them merge the systems, I'm looking forward to this. I mean, it's going to take some time. Hell, I've worked in IT for 20 plus years. Nothing ever rolls like it's supposed to. The fact that we can actually order pieces at all, that's a plus.
It's a plus. But it was really good. And they're like, well, we're going to mess with it, and it's
but you know what?
Nice.
There's also a question.
Really good, or was it easier to exploit?
yes, and maybe that's what Chris is mad is that I had a good thing that nobody else knew about, and now they know about it, and they're going to actually make me pay for shipping where I've been able to rob them blind on shipping, and I was cool with it because it was their policy, not mine.
Hey, it's not about robbing them blind. If they say this is how much this costs and I buy it,
no, not that.
Nobody.
The fact that we've been getting large boxes of parts from Europe for $350. Somebody was losing money somewhere, and I'm just saying that somebody finally woke up and realized, we could make more money, and we could actually charge them the actual shipping. So, you know,
Yeah,
I
but
don't-
they,
So Axel Plate has a good point in the comments, and he having to show Lego Masters where you want contestants to have experience with my own creations. Does that add to the we sell bricks attitude? I think this is a valid point. Maybe they will see themselves a little bit differently.
Maybe so.
because it's
I mean,
kind of hard to build those really big, cool sculptures when you don't have bricks to buy them to make
I think
them.
it makes it more accessible. I mean, I'm all for the new system and what it will eventually become. I'm sure the iteration now it has issues. It's not perfect, but I mean, it's an entry level that
But it
people
was
who don't
working
know
fine
bricklaying-
and they broke it.
Yeah. No. All right, wait. Let me just say this. What if all of a sudden, when lug bulk, the thing that we don't talk about, if they apply the same improvement logic to the lug bulk program next year and they screw it up, will
They
we
already
be
did.
having a show on this?
They already did. We already know that they took out things from last year. They
Don't act like it's a hypothetical.
Yeah, they've already done it. They've already broken it in some ways. But at the same time, though, you know, it's funny because here are things that we have been joking about that, hey, you know what? Maybe if you guys did this differently, you know, it would be better. Well, now they're finally realizing that, oh, hey, we could probably make some money if we did this. And so they're screwing it up because they want to make more money.
I just have to say, as the young man in the room to all of the gray bricks here, change, it can be scary, but it can be okay. It's good.
Who
It
moved
can
my
be scary, but it can be
I'm
good.
with I'm a fan on this.
Did you
Like,
just watch Red
I
Panda
like
movie?
it.
So for those of you who don't know the reference, there's a book called Who Moved My Cheese? It's about change in the workplace.
Yes.
Chris, I will bring you my copy of Who Moved My Cheese.
No. I've read the book. I know.
Okay, so there, I'm going to go ahead and reference that. Who Moved My Cheese?
Well, there's the Disney movie about the girl getting her puberty thing on, and it's actually pretty hilarious. We watched it last night.
I'm sorry. What?
You get your Red Panda.
the Toronto one,
which is hysterical.
Is that what
it's set in Toronto, and it is funny. It's funny.
I'm now going to ask Emily if she's having her Red Panda from here on out. I hope you know.
Yes, she is.
And speaking of cheese, this cheese is not available on Pick a Brick, so I'm just going to tell you that.
Correct.
Anyway,
Because it came in a licensed property bag.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Well, anyway, so I'm hoping Pick a Brick will improve. Obviously, well, the good thing is locally and available that we have independent Lego stores to go pick through tables. And mine currently had somebody dump a bunch of 90s Lego in the thing. So, Aunt Bandit, if you're around, you need to go to Second and Charles in Kennesaw.
Yeah.
And I got two of the orange and I got 3 of these out of the.
Oh my gosh.
He doesn't need to go there. He just messages me on Facebook when he needs to.
Yeah, that's. I shop exclusively at Matthew Gunning's house. I don't know if it's not there. I'm not going to go shopping for it. So
That's
I got
actually
the
a good
panic
thing. All of
text
those
48 hours
hopeful
before
people in this
Portland.
chat, all these hopeful people. I'm sorry, Matt. All these hopeful people in the chat. Your house is now my new Pick a Brick, and I'm coming over. So.
48 hours before they're getting on the plane, I get the.
Yeah.
Do you have these 12 pieces? Please.
At least that wasn't me. That wasn't me asking this time. That was not my fault. I was.
No,
I
but
did
it's-
suggest you though because you were close to my
But
house.
it was.
So.
We'll send Adam over to pick them up.
I'm kind of happy I live in Oklahoma.
A side conversation that I think I was involved with that I was like, yeah, Matthew's probably your best bet. So I may have caused that.
No, I mean I don't mind helping out friends now and then. I don't want to do it all the time.
Yeah.
But I haven't been asked that often, so it's not an issue. But
There they are.
But
all the Lego Masters came by our booth.
Yep.
It was
Sweet.
good times. Boone made that happen, by the way. He was very he grabbed everybody, all the Lego Masters.
That's cool.
We're doing a TikTok.
Yeah, I swapped messages with him, and he was talking about how amazing the show was. So I would love to get out there. But
Are you going to be at Brick World, Chris?
I want to be. I would love to be. I don't know if I can.
What do we need to do to
at the
change
moment, I am, Matthew is, Jeff Van Winden is, Adam's going to be. We're thinking that McElwee might be there too. So
Yeah, work
And-
just said that I'm going.
There we
Drew
go, Chris.
Bruce and Trish from our local club are also
Yep.
going, and
Yep.
Yvette might also
and
be
Mark.
going.
Chris
and Mark,
Campbell's
what are we
going.
doing?
Yep.
Is he? Peer
It's a
pressure.
I'll put it
Thursday
this way,
night, we're
Chris.
going to do old gray bricks from the floor of Brickworld Chicago.
I'll put it
It's
this way,
actually
Chris.
the
You could be
Brick
the
Rodeo next
tallest
weekend.
I
Moonbase.
want to go. I don't know.
4 out of 5 dentists who chew gum chew Brick World.
Yeah, but yeah, Mark just made the symbol of like, if gas is still over $4 and I'm driving to Brick World, then I might as well just
Well, you
sleep
might
in my
want to
car.
just sell a couple of those those big 3/4 panel shields you got for 26 cents.
Yeah. There you
I'm
go.
driving in the Prius. That's what I'm like, son, I'm taking your car to Brick World.
We'll
There you
probably
go.
we might be taking the hybrid. I might have to cut down how much I'm bringing, or have to build new shelves inside the back seat so I can squeeze every last mock I can into the car.
That's one of those things. If we did it as a family vacation, we have to take so much crap. I would not have room for
The Lego.
mods, you know,
But you
that
could have the tallest moon base at Brickworld Chicago. You know, like you could probably have you could have the no competition. You know,
as long as
Well,
Andrew
that is
doesn't
the
show up, I
If
do.
Chris,
yeah.
if Chris doesn't go, then I don't feel compelled that I need to bring all my Moonbase. So
No.
that's the rub. It's like,
Right.
if I'm
Chris-
going to do it, I don't want to just do it by myself. I want to have a whole, I want to make it big if we're going to make it big. But if it's just going to be me, I'm just taking some other stuff.
I would commit to bringing 3 modules before Brickworld. So.
But that, again, that would mean that we would have
more. We need
15
more.
because it would just be you and me. But if we have like a big thing, then it would be kind of cool. Now, Dave's Cowdice and the other 2 Daves, they have said that Brickworld Chicago 2023, we could do Moonbase Chicago. So that's the thing that we could plan for one more year to do big one.
That's right. We should get a party bus. Get one of those, like the stretch limo, and get them to take us up there. That'd be cool.
Actually, I wonder. Well, still we're dealing with gas, but you're right though. Big truck could work.
One vehicle. That's right.
I know one of the lugs is renting like an RV, and everyone pays for a spot. I know some people do that. For Chicago. So
It could happen.
kind of fun.
Do they require you to take showers?
what?
Are you
No.
required to take showers when you're riding the RV?
Oh no, it's just for models. So
Got it.
So 2
So it's
people. No,
cargo-
not
it's
everybody
cargo
rides in the
space.
RV. So
Cargo
they're like renting an RV, and they're like everybody pays for a spot of storage with their model, and it gets taken to Brickworld.
I could
So.
just fly to Chicago then. That would be kind of awesome.
Yeah,
But then I wouldn't
I
get
mean-
any counties. So
Yeah.
that would be
They
I
do
know
that-
Oaklug is going to
Yeah.
Chicago. At least
Soda
some of
was
us
the one
are.
telling me about that.
I know that they do that for Dragon Con for groups of people who have like large crates of costumes. They'll rent a local storage unit and take all of the costumes to the storage unit the weekend before, and then that way they have someplace close to go and grab everything, as opposed to having to haul all the stuff into the convention center. So there is something
one of
to it.
those pod things. You could just bring a pod to somebody's house, put a crap in it, and then haul it up there. So
It's actually not
Chris,
a bad idea.
Chris, what you need to do is you need to farm out Jake to be the co-pilot with Dana, and then that way when Dana's tired, Jake can hit a stationary object.
rip his bumper off. That
I really hope Jake's not listening right now.
I don't know. He's probably Fortniting or something. I don't know.
Maybe check out power converters.
Oh, maybe so, but it's 15 after. We probably should shut this thing down. This was a great conversation. This felt like being at a Lego convention and us partying around, so that was awesome. We do hope that the program we love, Bricks and Pieces, comes back. But can I tell you something? The most annoying thing about Bricks and Pieces right now is I can't load more than 20 parts at the time. And that is that is so annoying because and then when you start to put numbers in, it's super duper slow. So hopefully they will fix all that too. So I'm just old manning.
Is it limited to 20 parts?
No. It's not limited to 20 parts.
Slower.
But as you're no, like when you pull up the bricks in a set, it'll give you 20, and then you can say, "Show me 20 more." and it just shows you 20, and show me 20 more. And there's like, tab at the bottom of 19 pages that you have to tab through 20 bricks at the time. On Bricklink, you can show 100, and that makes it a whole lot easier.
Chris, do I need to bring Blue Hands to the meeting on Saturday so you can touch on him where Lego touched you?
No, I'm gonna rip that thing's head off, or at least his hands off.
Don't you even say such a thing to Hans.
Hey, if you have the Whatnot app, Howie from Howie's Stuff is live right now. So if you want, just pop in and say hi to him. He's selling some good stuff. So
YoHowie.com.
YoHowie.com of that fame, and also Dobby's very sorry for barking.
Does Dobby need to show on Blue Hans where the stream touched him?
It's the thunder and lightning that's getting to him.
You know what we really need is we just need Brahm to invent us a teleporter, and then we can just transfer our.
Exactly.
Can Brahm get on that?
Yeah, I bet you $20 he's got one. He's just waiting to. Waiting for approval.
Patent pending. Patent
Being
pending.
a brick world.
Actually, I envision Brahm, and knowing Brahm of being like the guy in UHF who was the engineer at the station, is that he says, "I'm going back to my planet Zarnon now," and they're like, "Okay," and he turns around and he turns into this little cheap claymation and gets beamed up at the moment. That's going to happen with Brahm in about 20 years. So
it can happen.
I always thought that'd be Magnus personally.
Well, have you ever seen them in the same place at the same time? I have, actually. So,
I mean, same person.
Yeah. All right.
Same planet?
Maybe. Thanks, everybody, for being here tonight. Make sure that in any way you can encourage or whatever you can do for the folks in Ukraine, do it. And talk to folks that you need to talk to about supporting those folks. And always remember to be awesome and build awesome. Y'all have a great